What's up, Quacklesteins? I'm Rex Ryder, and here are the top 5 things John Summit talks about DJ Live. Let's go! All right, so here he talks about the come up. Let's see what he has to say.
I think he called me 10 times in like the next 24 hours. I wake up like 6:30 a.m. He's calling me. He's like, "Yo, you got to do this pod, bro." I'm like, "Dude, I already told. Like, we're already setting it up. Like, we're in a group chat. We're with his assistant. We're doing it." Calls me like 2 hours later. He's like, "Bro, you got to do this. Trust me." I'm like, "Bro, we're locking it in. Like, we got this." But how cool is that? That like, I feel like for someone like Dave to be like, saying he's never seen anything like. Your come up.
It's kind of wild. Like, I did not expect it whatsoever. It kind of happened overnight for me, but it's kind of sick that everyone's pushing me and stuff, because I've been just doing my own thing for like 6 years now, and these past couple years have been fucking nuts.
What do you mean when you?
So 6 years, which is actually a pretty quick come up.
It didn't actually happen overnight, but when it like the shows just went from 1,000 people, and then like the next month 10,000 people, and then I just did EDC last month, and that was like 100,000 people on my set. So
yeah, dude. So when you blow up, it happens quick.
For all this, you're a CPA, right?
Yeah, an accountant. Desk job in Chicago.
That's
fucking
crazy.
Sucked. Yeah.
So you went to U of I?
Yep. University of Illinois.
What was it like there?
It was sweet. I did all the college bars and was in a fraternity and all that.
Yeah, dude. So frat dude did the college thing. Probably was DJing in college too. Yeah, man. As soon as like you get that hit song, it's exponential. It's like from 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16. It's just boom, 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 boom. That's just how the algorithm works for hot music stars. Pretty dope. Yeah, we're gonna find him talking about his lifestyle. Let's see what that's all about.
And so I did all the shitty frat parties. So I was a terrible DJ back then.
But you were still DJing the frat parties then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I moved to Chicago, started doing like the underground parties there and whatever. And then
what are those? What's an underground Chicago party?
It's like all the parties where you can't like legally do parties, I guess. So like warehouses and shit like that.
Fuck, I gotta go to one of those.
Yeah,
those are different.
Yeah. No, you can't get into the underground party scene, bro.
Yeah, warehouse parties. It's kind of like word of mouth. They're, quite literally in random locked up warehouses. I don't know. Yeah, it's. I would say it's like sketchy. Definitely sketchy.
You're already a DJ.
I can
don't get too into the fucking house dance music scene.
Yeah, it's probably not good.
It's a rabbit hole, man. It's sick though.
So where does it elevate from the underground Chicago parties?
So then you like do the clubs and stuff, but it was mostly because like I couldn't get booked at the clubs because like no one knew who I was and stuff. So it's like the DIY parties and shit like that.
When does it kind of like change where you start to get like booked?
Well, so releasing music and stuff, then your music just starts to blow up. So my first song that like really blew up was called Deep End, which was like during COVID. It was like
right. So it's pretty clear across the board. You're going to have to eventually play your own shit. You can't be just playing other people's shit. You're gonna have to have a banger that's like on Spotify, or in the past it was SoundCloud.
It's like a popular fucking TikTok sample that I found on the internet, which I did not expect to blow up whatsoever. And then from there, I started doing all like the...
Dude, everyone's doing those TikTok samples, like 15-second clips.
Illegal kind of parties in Florida during COVID, because that was the spot to be. And then from there, it just all started.
So you were partying?
Yeah, so him and... who was it? Who's that Australian dude, bro? I'm like blanking out right now. Who's that Australian dude that blew up over... Actually, 3 guys blew up over COVID. It was him, James Hype, and Mark Rebillet, the French dude. I think all of them have headlined Red Rocks at this point.
during COVID too.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I live in Miami. That's where I got all my friends because I was there every single weekend.
We were doing that too. We were getting so much shit. We almost got like our YouTube channel deleted. Like they sent us like an email and said like
Really?
they said it was like
Oh, man.
off-platform
Yeah,
responsibility.
that's bad funny. All right.
Because you say you party back there,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
where like you're maybe an hour and a half into your set, and you're like, well, I'm getting a little too like.
When I'm on like hour like 7 of my set, that's how I feel.
Or is it
An
or is
hour
it the
and a
more
half is
hammered?
fucking jump change, bro.
Yeah.
Is it the more hammered you get the better, or does it like start to affect your performance?
I think that until I watched the videos afterwards, and I'm like, I was way too trash during that. But like when you're on the decks, you think you're good. I don't know. I call it like the hot tub effect, where it's like, you know, if when you're drinking the hot tub and you're there for like 3 hours, you don't feel drunk at all.
Yeah.
Then when you get out, you're like, I'm hammered. That's how I
Yeah.
am in the DJ decks, where I'm like, I'm perfect, and then I leave, and I like my manager has to help me kind of walk down the steps.
Has
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. You know, if you're drinking sitting down, and as soon as you get up, you're like, oh snap, and you take a couple steps. Yeah, man, you're sloshed. And especially with all the adrenaline that you're getting, like spinning in front of all those people. Yeah, man. And then like, yeah, there's the come down. So you leave the booth, and then you realize how messed up you really are. That's funny. But yeah, man, the way he does it, he rages, bro. He does it like a rock star. Most DJs wouldn't be able to do this, especially with all the traveling and touring that you have to do. There's no way, bro. Like to rage, get wasted. But he's also young. What is he, like under 25 probably? But even then, like most DJs don't even like, they're not even getting anywhere near to risking, you know, missing or getting too hungover for the next set.
ever been a time that you've looked back?
What's
and
up?
Has there ever been a time that you've looked back at like a video or some shit and be like, damn, I was actually trash?
Oh
like,
yeah,
you thought-
yeah. Especially if I go to some place for an after party and they start filming me, and then I see it the next day on TikTok, and then like they hang.
Bro, the after parties, man. Yeah, honestly, the after parties are always way better. Straight up.
Idea I get, I'm like, well, I'm such a fucking
But
idiot.
but that's kind of like become like that's like similar to us too. It's like kind of like become a part of your brand a
Exactly,
little bit, right?
like,
The partying and stuff.
yeah,
like
I feel like we can get away with it.
that's
We're not
gonna
like,
bang on like your TikTok and shit, right?
Yeah. And like it's
Yeah, especially for like the younger generation. Like it's in your best interest to kind of like mingle with the fans or whatever, at least just like create content, you know, after your show.
that is part of my brand, because then it's like I feel like I can get away with anything when it comes to that. Versus like if you're like a very like
Clean cut,
guy,
yeah, that's the worst.
yeah.
Because then one bad thing,
Yeah,
you're fucked,
exactly.
right?
And then if you're like, because I mean, I don't plan on being a fucking politician one day or anything.
Yeah,
So I think I'm all right.
100%.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
How do you choose like your sets?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you. I had an experience at a club in Vegas.
Okay.
And this is one of those influencer.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
DJ sets or
20.
whatever. I mean, most DJs, like he'll probably say, pre-record their set, or not pre-recorded, but plan out their set to work with, just like the lighting people, for visuals, etc. It's very rare, just like that. This is like why probably him and James Hype are blowing up. But even James Hype kind of like has a structured set, and he knows exactly when he's going to do what he wants to do. He just knows how to execute it live. Honestly, it's kind of funny because James Hype, his build-up, his little classic build-up routine is actually super basic, and it's what I used to do like 15 years. I mean, it doesn't, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like 15 years ago, on like a old DJ deck, man. Yeah, man. The Newmark NS7. That deck is dope. It's heavy, bro. It's super heavy. But anyways, yeah, that's why James Hypes is so popular now, because he just does it live. And when EDM first blew up, DJs didn't want to risk messing up their sets. So what they would do, they would just edit the build up in, you know, where before with old music, you actually had to do that live. If you look at like old songs from like back in, I don't know, from 2010 to 2012 or whatever, none of them really had like a build up, like a clean build up. And after 2012 and after the big boom of big house music and like mashups, that's when build up started to just get like incorporated into the actual song structure.
Like, do you read the crowd or do you have
well,
it
so
planned?
I was telling you before we started this that in Vegas at first I didn't like it at all because like I wasn't as big, but now that everyone knows my music and stuff, and so I'm playing my own music. I'm basically doing my festival sets and like a bunch of edits and stuff.
No, I mean, I just figured too because it's like EDC,
Yeah,
completely different vibe.
You see, you have all the kids with like
Right.
can buy like at Binny's for $750.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. More about tickets because that's how they get their money.
That's so crazy to me.
Was the guy pissed when you did that with the bottle? Probably not at that point.
I think that guy was just so dumb loaded. He thought I was like he was videotaping me. He's like, John, spring my bottle. So
Yeah.
I think he was happy for that. But you
75K
can piss off the
spray.
wrong people. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
It's a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. Do you notice? Because we talked.
Yeah, dude. The markup for alcohol and all that stuff at most clubs is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I haven't done like crazy big clubs like this, but you know, like a 1999 bottle of Sky would run you up to like $650, you know. And this was years back, so I'm sure it's more expensive now.
Earlier about how the scariest place in the world is space for me.
Yeah.
But do you ever like look in the crowd and you're just like, that guy's
So-
fucking on Pluto right now?
Oh yeah, the first so I just played Space last week and it has a 24-hour liquor license. Yeah.
I can't go start that night and then make it through.
Oh
the day.
no! Don't start that night. No,
You'll say
'cause-
that, but then you'll do that.
I'll
You'll
do
be like,
that.
"Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah,
out."
yeah.
That'll be a horror film, bro.
Well, I went to Gecko the night before at 7 p.m. And that's when Dave gets giving me so much shit. He goes, "Who the fuck eats at 7? You're gonna be eating with like the bar staff."
Yeah.
But I'm like, because I eat and then I legit go to bed afterwards.
What's some of your like biggest? I hate to use this word, but are like just people are always coming in the DJ booth.
Yeah.
Things that piss you off that anybody.
Yeah,
does?
Things
Pet
that piss me
peeves.
off. Well, I hate when girls are just fucking annoying because they're always trying.
Dude, it's the worst, man. Especially like if that's like early on I figured out like rule number 1, no drinks in the booth, bro. Because someone will just try to like look over, how do you wicca and spill the amount. It only happened a couple of times, but I've had like scares with laptops and like actual DJ decks. Man, drunk people and like just girls clout chasing. Absolutely terrible, bro. So shitty.
Videos and they're always like touching me and shit, which I hate. Which is why I got like a tour manager and security to make sure that doesn't happen. But I do like.
Yup. Yeah. Straight up, dude. So annoying. Because at the end of the day, you have to remember, like, he's working. you know what I'm saying? He's working. He's doing his job. Like, it's a fun job, but he has to get the job done to get more gigs.
Have like a whole on party in the booth.
Mhm.
So I guess it's when girls try touching the decks. So that happened last Saturday. Like during one of my biggest build-ups of one of my tracks. It was like right before it was about to drop, and she like pressed stop on it, and and then she goes woo, and I was like,
So common, bro. I think it has to happen to you as like a DJ. So I think over here he's going to start talking about his work ethic and how much he has to grind.
I highly recommend it. It will kind of.
Yeah, we
blow
want to
your
do a
mind.
video there, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's worth it.
I'm boys with Gordo.
Oh,
And
okay.
and he's been
Yeah. No,
telling
he was
me-
out there. He did
he's-
like 15 sets.
Yeah, he's been telling me like you got to do.
Yeah.
Burning Man, gotta do
But you
Burning
would
Man.
be surprised. Like I thought it would just.
Yeah, dude, I've partied with Gordo. He likes to get down.
Be like a bunch of randos I've never met in my life. It's like I knew like half the people there. It felt like.
Are you at Tomorrowland too, or no?
I did Tomorrowland last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've done it all. I've done Coachella, Tomorrowland, Bonnaroo, Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza is the first festival I ever went to because I'm from Chicago. But yeah, and then the nice thing about residency though is that like it's like easy, and it's good money obviously.
Yeah.
But that's not, I don't want to say like that's like the selling out version, but it's like
I was gonna say, does that not kind of cap you on doing other things?
exactly. So like I got, offers to do like 40 shows in Vegas, but right now I'm just doing 10 shows a year because that's easy.
Yeah.
In Vegas?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Because I'm not trying to. I don't know what you guys think of Vegas,
Saturate.
but when I'm
Yeah, dude. Yeah, residency pretty much just means you will get, it's like a contract. You have to play those 10 shows a year. Yeah. And for doing so it's guaranteed money,
Has it changed? Like, were you pulling the way you were when you were a CPA, like you do now? Probably not, right?
when I was a CPA, I had a girlfriend and stuff. So and then as soon as that went full time DJ, I'm like, that's not working out.
It's pretty impossible to have a relationship with what you do.
No, it's impossible.
Do you
It's
think it is impossible?
I truly think it's impossible. I mean,
I mean, yo, this kid likes to party, man. This kid likes to party.
I can't really say too much, but I know I would not trust any DJ, to be honest. Yeah, like
Ooh.
doesn't treat me well or bad in that regard, so
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Yo, so this dude rages. I think he's just said that he drinks every single set.
Are you like, do you get nervous still, or are you good at this point?
Yeah, I do get nervous for every set, just because. Well, I don't know if it's nervous, because obviously, I mean, you guys have some like really big podcasts. Do you get like for the really big ones?
For
Are
sure,
you pretty nervous and
definitely.
stuff?
Like before we did Trump,
Yeah, I kind of fucking
like
imagine.
Steve was there too. I think we probably shotgunned like I'm not even lying, probably like 6 happy dads.
Yeah.
I was probably 8 deep on the Trump interview.
He was
Yeah.
2 hours late, so
Yeah.
it builds up.
So then
makes
you get
nervous.
more
So
and more
you're like
nervous.
pacing back and forth and
Yeah,
everything.
we're just like another.
Yeah, you shotgun 6 drinks, don't you have to pee during? At
Oh
all?
yeah. Oh well, we probably pissed like 10 times before that.
Secret
but
Service was getting pissed because they
Yeah.
had to take us every time to
Oh,
make sure.
really?
Yeah,
They thought we were like trying to sneak in
Yeah.
bombs or something. At that point, we're just making runs in and out. Like,
That's why right when I get on stage, and it's like a thing now, and people think it's like I do this like I don't know, on purpose or whatever, but right when I get on stage, I do like a huge chug of tequila. And
every
it's-
time.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, every time, but that's always just to get the nerves and shit like that, just because you have to. They expect a big performance every time. You can't just get up on decks and
so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, you gotta rage, bro. You gotta rage.
O2 is tequila.
Oh yeah, because it's an upper.
Yeah.
It's like it's only.
I could feel the tequila in my stomach right now. Ugh, tequila's disgusting, bro.
Alcohol that's like a non-depressant apparently. Don't quote me on this, I don't know shit.
That's a lie. What's that? Oh my god, fucking lie.
But
I don't. Yeah.
it keeps me awake.
Good. So do you have a pre-ritual every time before that?
I'm like kind of meditating in the green room. I'm like, people think I do like big pre-games and stuff, but
Quick smash, and then you go.
That's how it is with most DJs. Most of them are just either actually sleeping or straight chilling before their set. You have to, because the set has to be the thing that brings you the energy. If you're already raging and then you're like, oh, I have to go to work, then you see, so you in certain cases, like it might even bring you down. So getting on the decks is like what's supposed to wake you up.
yeah, no, that's not for beforehand. Beforehand is just me. But yeah, well, and I'm always working on music, and like, 'cause every single set I do is completely different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I'm
I mean, that is pretty that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. To do a different set every single time, that's pretty good. Because a lot of DJs, and I'm sure he's going to mention it now too, a lot of DJs just straight up play the same exact set, especially like the super big ones. And like their excuse is to be like, it needs to be the perfect set for the people in India and China and like around the world. Like what if half the audience or 90% of the audience has heard, like just came in and just heard of me, so it needs to like represent who I am, where more underground type of DJs are just like, I'm just gonna flow and have fun. Like, look me up online. Everyone has the internet now, or most people have the internet, so that's on you, bro. So.
Very big on that, because I'll go to Vegas and I'll see some DJ, you know, who was big in 2012 and it's 2023 and they're still doing the same exact set
See, just like I said.
10 years ago. So I'm like, are they just pressing play on a recorded set or something? Or
The end of the,
Yeah, dude. A lot of them, or some of them do. Some of them do.
any of the OG guys kind of hate on you? You don't have to
maybe,
call them out. if you don't, but-
maybe behind my back or something, but
To be quite honest, a lot of DJs, I mean, it's like with most entertainment industry, that's just how the entertainment industry is. Most people are going to talk, like, especially if you're coming up, a lot of people are going to be talking smack to you. And if you don't, or if you're like too nice, like, people will try to take advantage of that so hard, dude. It's so cutthroat. Because think about it, like, all right, ready? He just took someone's spot at playing a residency at Vegas for 10 days when someone else could have that spot. And what? There's only probably 30, 40 other people that can do that. So 1 out of 40, someone's going to be like, dude, he took my spot. You know? Think about it.
I'm friends with like almost all the DJs and stuff now, especially all the Vegas DJs and everything. Yeah, so I'm friends with all those guys.
Is there any competitiveness in the space?
Oh, it's ultra competitive. In person, everyone.
See? Exactly, dude.
It's very nice and stuff like this, but I would say it's the most competitive because then you have the residencies and stuff too, and there's only X amount of them, right?
Right.
Bingo.
So, but there's no backstabbing and shit. It's not like hip hop where like I've never heard a DJ diss track. I
We
don't
need
think.
some DJ beef.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
DJs aren't like shooting each other and shit like
no,
that. Right?
no, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think about. Oh well, there's always classic old school Deadmau5, who definitely likes to troll, bro. He's like the troll king, right? He used to be. I think he's finally found inner peace. He doesn't have time for that shit anymore. But old school Deadmau5, bro. I'm gonna roll the freaking clips real quick. I'm gonna roll the clips of old school Deadmau5, bro. He always trolled on other DJs, Justin Bieber and all of them. Yeah, dude. Like, I'm just realizing, like, him and Skrillex, he put Skrillex under his wing, and then Skrillex decided to do his own thing, his own label, bring Diplo, and do the whole dubstep thing with Diplo. So I think like Deadmau5 Skrillex is like the most classic one. I don't know about any new school DJ beef. I don't even know that, like, the only new school DJs I know are like what, like because like the techno, like it's definitely not deep house. Like, yeah, the techno scene is coming up. So what, like him, Dom Dollar, Fisher. I feel like none of them, like James Hype, I don't think anyone of them would want to talk smack, bro.
Not yet.
Snitching on
Maybe
each other.
swooping girls though.
Yeah.
You could
yes.
start there.
If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't trust her around any DJ. That's for sure.
Oh snap! They swoop on other the chicks, bro. Yeah, you know what, dude? Yeah, that happens in every industry. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Yup.
People always like do ask like,
Yeah.
how much are you really doing up there with like the
Yeah,
knobs?
I think I'm doing a decent amount. Like sometimes when you're with the knobs, like a lot of it is like unnecessary, just like taking bass out and adding some reverb and shit like that. But
Sounds like he doesn't do too much crazy things. Anyway, so yeah, so the fact that he says like he only does like a decent amount, means that he's just using edits. He's doing edits.
Is there like a little bit less pressure? Like, can you have like a bad performance?
Yeah, I have bad performances all the time. But the thing is, like,
But is that based on energy or like something you're fucking up?
oh, I can't think of the last time I've like really fucked up. But it's just tough reading the crowd and stuff. So like when I played EDC, that was 100,000 people. That was last month.
Yeah, well, the EDC crowd, he straight up was a special guest, and he didn't play his. Well, this is the thing too. Other people were playing his top hit all throughout the weekend, right? And to the people I talked to, it was like, all right, every time they heard that track, they were just thinking like he was going to show up as a special guest on that stage. So I think it's just the fact that there was too much teasing with his number one hit song, and then he finally comes on to the main stage, like what, on the last day or something, and he ends up just straight up playing dubstep. So I don't know. A lot of people were disappointed, maybe, or just kind of like they heard his song like too much throughout the weekend.
And it was like half the crowd likes dubstep, half the crowd likes house. And so I tried doing a little bit of everything, and I couldn't tell like how that was going.
Yeah, dude. Especially with a crowd of like, I don't know, especially in that one section, what, 6 to 10,000 people, bro. Maybe even a little less. Like, yeah, you can't satisfy everybody.
You know, I don't plan my sets at all, so I just go up there and it's
Damn,
like,
dude.
yeah, it's
Is that how most people do it, or they?
See, that's exactly why, like, the other DJs that just press play, like, that's the reason why they do the press play for the big shows in India, China, like wherever, to be like, all right, like, people are expecting this, and I'm just gonna literally just give you my album, and there you go. Like, I'm not gonna play some new shit. I'm not gonna risk anything and like piss half the people off. That's the old school DJ mentality.
Oh no, most people have shit like kind of pre-planned and everything.
Fuck.
Yeah, but then
See, I told you, bro. Oh my
it's
god.
boring though, right? Because I have fans that have like they've seen me like 40 times this year already. So if I do the same set 40 times, they'd be like, "This is boring as hell."
Yeah, that when you say that people been doing the same thing from 2013.
Yeah, it's
I
nuts.
don't understand how that's possible.
Haven't you gone
They
to
probably
Vegas?
just get lazy. and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
right?
but have you gone to Vegas and like I've been hearing this track on the radio for like ever or whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's getting lazy and they know what works.
So are you drinking?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. They're just following the code, listening to their managers or agents, and you know, they're just raking in the cash. Especially, bro, like if you're like over 40, you know what, you're gonna be like drinking and going crazy after 40. You probably have kids and shit. Like you're just like, you know, like dead mouse or whatever. Like, I'm just gonna come in, you know, just do this set real quick. Or like, dude, like David Guetta, like he's been doing this shit forever.
Every single set that you're doing?
Yeah.
You've never done a sober set.
I've tried. No, I did it once in like Cancun because it was like an hour set and it was like a show. Because normally all my sets are like 21 plus.
Dude, to rage every single set. I mean, at the same time, it does give you energy for sure. For sure. It loosens you up, but it'll hit them later on, maybe. Some people can just rage, bro. Some people could just fucking rage.
In Cancun, I was like 18 plus, and it was a bunch of like. So I'm like, all right, I'm not drinking around these kids right
It's
now.
impressive though.
Yeah.
How many like shots per set you think you're doing?
So if I'm drinking 1942 is my go-to, and so it's
course.
probably like.
I mean, you're not gonna say something.
1942 is Dom. 1942. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, it's the tequila.
Some shitty stuff on here either.
No.
It's like $100 a bottle.
You want to switch it up though. So if you guys have any tequila recommendations,
Clase
let me
Azul.
know. Yeah, but the bottle's too heavy.
Trash.
I feel like I'm like drinking out of like a flower vase. when
Yeah.
I'm drinking that. But I probably do like half the bottle a set.
Holy shit.
But I don't really get hangovers or
Do
anything.
you? So once your set's done, do you have like, you probably have a crew that you always roll with,
yeah,
and there's
yeah.
always an AP.
Yeah.
And how do you get on that like invite list, or who?
So
Do you like guys in?
So yeah, I like guys, but it has to be guys I know. Like I'm not like one of those DJs that like I know some of them that like it's like them and like 50 girls afterwards because it's fucking boring.
I mean, yeah, most guys have admitted to the fact, like, if there are too many girls, it actually hurts you in the green room or whatever backstage. Like, because then it's going to be all, like, you see it all the time. Like, then it's just like 50 girls all standing next to each other. They're all competing against one another, essentially, unless, like, a couple of them are friends. And yeah, they're just going to stand there and then just straight up scroll on their phone. It's yeah, you need like guys to like whatever hit on them or just at least like talk to them just to like keep the energy up.
Like you need people to entertain people.
You can't
and
have
stuff.
too many chicks.
No, it's like a burden though too because I
Yeah.
feel like I'm like walking around like a
You can't
salesman
choose
trying
one.
to
Yep, see, told you.
entertain
Yeah.
everybody.
Do you collect phones before they get in the room?
No.
Damn,
I'm
lot of
not
photos,
I'm not at the level where it's NDAs and shit.
No, but that's a lot of.
That happens. Like a lot of big time people. I mean, especially if they're sketchy, bro. NDAs are non-disclosure agreements. So you get the girls or people that are going to go into the green room, like pretty much like signs saying you're not going to say shit. And if you do, you'll get sued.
Was probably.
It is all photos, but I like getting photographed.
Yeah, I guess. Damn.
There's nothing. We're never doing anything that bad.
It's just
that-
a lot of work to collect phones. And
It
shit,
is.
you
It
know? It's
is.
like,
It is. It is.
we tried it like once or twice. Now it's just
Yeah,
like,
I feel like
get
if
the
you
fuck
if
in,
you
like,
have like
if
really
you get a video, you get a video.
exactly,
like, we're
exactly.
fucked, like,
And it's
straight up.
like, I mean, if you guys too. Like we're used to being on video and shit like that too.
It depends
like,
where you are too. Like if you're at a crib like this,
Yeah.
the girls will fucking hand over their phone. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
pull up gated. But like
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
like we'll have like shitty rooms in New York. And
Oh,
they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, no, I'm not giving up my phone here. And
Yeah.
shit. Like,
No. Yeah. For here,
they're like,
that
I'd rather
makes sense.
dip.
You have an AP every single time.
You
Kinda have to at that point,
Kind
right?
of have to. Yeah. Yeah. So for the night shows, if I play till like 6 a.m., then it's like no, but because I'm playing Vegas tomorrow, it's 3 to 5, and then I have this giant suite at the Venetian. It's like I'm not gonna just sit there and by myself
Right.
and do nothing.
Right. how often are you focused on?
Oh, AP. Wonder what that means.
Like you're making your own music.
So I do that. Try to do that at least 2 hours a day, and then
2 hours a day making your own music. That's especially for his schedule, that's actually pretty good.
on days off, it's pretty much 6 to 8 hours.
And
So
how-
I'm very, very disciplined about my time off. Like there really is no time off, and like so I don't watch Netflix or anything.
How do you determine what track is good enough to put out there? Like, do you have your friends listen to it first?
So the labels I work with, so I just like signed this like deal with Interscope
Nice.
here in LA, and then so they have like a big A&R team, and then it's just I play the new songs every set.
Yeah.
So-
What's your process with like producing a track?
So I work with singers. So I do all laptop and headphones.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do laptop and headphones, bro. Like especially if you're touring, what are you going to do? You can't have like a super massive studio. That's for like the super nerdy like sound engineers. And to be honest, bro, like I use a laptop from 2012 to make all my music, and it sounds banger. So yeah, especially with the newer age laptops, like all you need is a laptop and headphones, dude.
So I work. So I don't like going in studios whatsoever. So like the singers I work with, the girl I'm working with now is from London, or Toronto, and this girl from Toronto too, and it's all like Zoom calls. And then from there, I've been making beats on my laptop for fucking years.
What do you use to produce?
Ableton, if you heard of it.
Yeah.
Is Fruit Loop still a thing?
Fruit Loops.
Yeah, dude, Ableton's the go-to, especially for electronic music. Fruit Loops is I think what deadmau5 uses, and some dubstep people, I think like that's what they use. And then there's Logic Pro, which has like like it makes the track sound super good, but the interface is so weird, man. It's yeah, I tried to get into Logic Pro anyway. Ableton's the way to go.
Thing. I feel like that's like a bigger thing in hip hop.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like hip hop and like Brazilian kids use it. I
Yeah.
don't know why that is. And then Logic is all like Europeans. But yeah, so like I like during 2020 I did like Ableton classes, and I would teach classes like 10 hours a week, and you can see YouTube videos how to make tech house and shit like that. So that is my like bread and butter is producing.
So when you're working with like
Oh snap! So he actually produces his own stuff. That's cool.
the singers, you said, like, are you sending them beats and they're writing over it?
Yeah. And then they send me a lot of vocal ideas, and it's a lot of back and forth and writing.
I was just about to say that, bro. Yeah, it's so much back and forth when you're doing a collab with like someone else. And dude, sometimes it takes years, bro. Like you would be surprised. Like, and even if it's finished, like it's still unreleased, so you have to wait for the perfect time to release it. So yeah, dude, sometimes it could take like up to 3-4 years to like release one track.
And then you
stuff
try
like
to
that.
get like a bigger artist,
yeah,
like
yeah.
on
Well,
that. Based
No,
on
no.
that?
So I primarily work with smaller artists because big artists are divas and they
Right.
never have time.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of true, but also when they do have time, then it's like what you have. All right, you got like 30 minutes to like lay down a track, and then it just ends up like becoming super generic, you know?
So like, I mean, it would be cool to work with like a Dua Lipa or whatever, but it's like they have 1 hour free time every 3 months, where the
See?
people I work with now are pretty much free 24/7. So when it's like 5 a.m.
All right.
I agree.
It's well, I just like all cultures, and I like Latina girls a lot. And
Me too.
Yeah.
Fuck
It's the best. Bro.
Oh my
I
god.
like it.
Yo, I think he's gonna trash on Marshmello.
Oh geez, like Daft Punk and Deadmau5.
Oh yeah. So my next remix that comes out in like a week and a half is I Remember Deadmau5 and
Dude, that's such an epic track. The OG track, bro. I'm excited to hear it.
K, which is like the song that got me into dance music.
Nice, yeah.
So it's like the very first electronic song I fell in love with. So yeah, I'm remixing them, and then me and Cascade are headlining Hard Summer together.
What do you think
So-
about wearing the masks?
I think that
Seriously,
shit's
like,
corny as fuck.
It's corny, but like I
Yeah.
feel like
I mean, bro, that used to be a thing back in the day. Yeah, it used to be a thing, but now I think DJs are more like it used to be. Like the DJs were like like kind of like the nerds that were really good at making music, right? Just like we talked about earlier. Yeah, the DJs were the nerds, like making the music, and then finally, you know, they blow up. So then, like the agents and like all the whatchamacallit labels are throwing them out in front of a crowd, right? But they're not used to hanging around people. They're nerds. They know how to make music really well. So then it's like they have like anxiety, so they put on a mask, and you know they could kind of like just jam out and focus on what they need to do, and instead of the crowd. And I feel like now there's more of a mix. Like when the DJ boom happened, like in like 2016, 17, people wanted to like become DJs to specifically like DJ in front of crowds and not just make the music. So I could see why someone would want to put on a mask.
there's a
Well, like Marshmallow and shit.
but it's like a thought like, yo, if I wear an outfit,
Kind of runs out too. It's like, bro,
no, it's a gimmick, bro.
gotta
think
put
it
on the
helps make 'em
costume.
It's a gift. I mean, this is another thing about in terms of like the gimmick. It's so that you become a character, and the way it kind of works is that if you become a character, then that character could essentially never die, you know? So sometimes there might be someone else in the mask. Ooh. And you know, the business just keeps going.
And shit.
No, it did help him make it bigger, but I think everyone can see through it now and knows it's a gimmick.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Like Marshmallow's got to wake up like a lot and just be like, "Fuck, I don't want to put
Yeah,
this
put that
fucking
smelly ass helmet
yeah,
back on.
bro, it smells like shit one day." And
I don't know,
shit,
bro.
like,
You could, if you like offer me $1 billion, but I had to DJ the rest of my life with a helmet on, I would say fuck off. Like legitimately though, like because
Yo.
the girls want you to put the mask on when you.
Well,
when you
wait,
when
well,
you
wait.
smash you and shit.
The helmet
Like, can you
stays
put
on.
it on?
Hey, I think you're missing the point though. Like you're also like they might not be good looking people.
yeah.
They might be hiding something.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so he kind of made like my point. He's saying that because they're straight up busted, bro.
If they don't know what he looks like, he's still pulling the same girls. But if his mask was off, it might not be the same.
Yeah. That's true.
There's
I
always
know a lot of DJs that could use a helmet on. It's not a terrible idea. But what does help though is that because my shows are so crazy and stuff, and then I have videographers and stuff, they can do all that for me.
Do you have anyone like sending you ideas for that type of shit or like putting shit together for you? Or is
Sometimes that's why
I think he's talking about. I mean, even what are you talking about? Even these guys have like a team of people doing content for them. You think they have, especially a DJ, bro? If he's trying to make music, now what? He has to shoot his own videos, edit his own video, like, bro, no way, and then post his own videos on all platforms, and come up with captions and titles, and oh, no way, bro. There's no way. You need, like, bro. You especially once you get to that level, bro, like you need a team. Like you need a team
and managers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I don't know.
boom.
I'm guessing you guys are kind of the same way too, because the pressure is always on though, because I have to always be making content all the time, while also making music, while also traveling, touring every day, and then I'm still partying in between, which is partying is just to let off the steam and stuff too, because I don't know. Do you guys kind of feel the same way too, or just the pressure to make like? It's
always.
Yeah, because the hangovers is not what gets me. It's the anxiety. Because it's like when I wake up after 2 days in a row and I'm like, fuck, I haven't posted anything yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude. Once you get to a certain point, you gotta bring it. You gotta keep the character alive, and it's harder work than you think. And this is another thing, bro. Like, since these guys are like all content creators, so they're used to being in front of the camera, like when they're out and about. So think about like an actor who only shows up and only puts on the face like in a warehouse, you know, like full production set. So as soon as they leave, like they want to shut down and chill, you know? So when you go up to like Johnny Depp and stuff, they're like, yo, dude, like they're not used to that in public. Like no one ever thinks about that. It's like to turn it on, bro, it takes so much energy. No one realizes that.
And
But then it sucks, like even for you too.
Yeah.
Like we said earlier, it's like sometimes like if we're like, oh, okay, we got to take a little break from drinking. But then when we like drink, we just get content.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like fucked. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to
Yeah,
say it's
yeah,
benefit.
Yo, that's why writers and artists, like that's why they all take substances, bro. It it unlocks the mind, but at a price, bro. That's the worst thing about it. Like everything comes with a price.
But it's like fuck. Like,
no, it is. Well, especially and just like even when you just want to go home and chill, it's like you're not getting content when you're just sitting home watching Netflix or
You're
whatever.
not,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So then I try to brainstorm everything, but yeah, it just it's like in an ideal world, I would just only just release music and that's it. But I do the way I get through it though is that like I think like when you do make fun content, it is fucking fun. And
Do you
then,
ever rip like son?
Yeah, dude. I mean, especially like in nowadays, like you gotta Yeah, you gotta make the content. You can't just hide. Like that's, dude. It's getting harder. Like everyone's becoming actors now. So like live action, or like IRL actors. Like you gotta bring it.
Like the cold tub or something after like a night of drinking.
No, I should.
You should
Do you
try
recommend it?
That's
Do you have
that's
it?
what we've been doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah.
It helps.
Cold tub after a night of drinking, bro. No way, yo. Nah. Nah. That'll just shock you awake. I feel like that's too much stress. That's too much stress on the body. Like your body is like trying to recover, right? You're already fucking yourself up, and now you're shot. Your body doesn't know. So what? You get into a freezing cold tub, and your body's like, dude, like, what are you doing? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know if a freezing cold tub is what's good for you. Hell no.
What do you do for your anxiety or your hangover? You just battle it?
Just battle it. Yeah, just
Shut
power
the
through-
blinds and
yeah.
watch a movie or some shit?
Yeah.
Postmates?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
me too.
that's all. I haven't cooked a meal in like 3 years. So
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like if you're touring, like that's another thing about touring. You will, you're always eating fast food or whatever, faster food, restaurants and stuff.
Like a really bad hangover, like his, like after a big night,
yeah.
he'll like, we call it curtains closed. He just
Really?
closes his curtains and stays in the room
It's a scary
all
scene,
day.
man. Yeah.
You ever been
Yeah,
through
so
that?
you
or
don't
no?
want to go out into Miami with me then?
Yeah, I do.
It happens, bro. It happens. I mean, dude, isn't he young? Like, isn't he young? Like, he can't hang. Well, either that or he just doesnn't drink his water.
100%.
Oh, yeah,
The curtains will stay open with that.
Or he hasn't figured out, like, what works for him.
Well, I'll be good. Next
Okay,
day.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, bro.
We got to make that happen.
Steiny after space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Space
Then
is
then what's the worst is you come back home and it's like noon.
Yo, that's a good content idea, bro. Steiny after space. Yo, that's mad funny. That's mad funny.
It's bright as fuck. But I don't know. A couple Advil goes a long way.
Yeah.
Nice airport beer helps.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a big airport beer guy?
Oh, big time. Yeah. But I now I get there so late. But
Airport beers are jokes.
yeah.
It makes it fun.
I can't even imagine, bro, getting an airport beer. No, for like 15, like whatever. It doesn't matter the price, but like, yo, hell no, bro. Hell no. All right, so I think now he's gonna talk about some more scheduling shit.
Like Vegas, I play my party tomorrow 3 to 5, and then my flight's at 11. So then I'm gonna get on the
To where? Toronto? Or
to Toronto. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because there's no direct flight.
right.
Mhm.
And so yeah, that's the shit that kind of sucks. But
What about, have you ever,
Yeah, man, getting on the plane and the travel, especially if it's not private, like, dude, it sucks.
to like cancel shows?
no, I'm very proud about myself is that I've never missed a show. Well, I had to cancel one show because the plane couldn't land because there's a hurricane going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like canceling a show. It's
Yeah. That was
it's
out of your
fuck-
control.
Exactly. So I am proud about myself. about
Yeah,
that.
That's pretty good.
Huge thing.
Yeah. Worst case, I don't care if I have to get carried on stage. I'm showing up.
Fuck yeah, bro. Good for you.
Where are you at like after this? Like what's your next few weeks or months like?
So
Vegas, then Toronto.
yeah, Vegas. Or is it Toronto? Yeah, no. Yeah, Vegas, Toronto, Chicago, Atlantic City, and then Ibiza the next day.
And that's all in how many days?
That's in 4 days, 4 or 5 days. So that once I get to
Dude. And yeah, this is another thing, bro. Like, he's going to all those places within 4 or 5 days, and I don't think he'll talk about this, and he's not acclimated to the time zones, and he drinks. Oh no. Damn.
that's gonna be rough. But the flights to Europe though is
Yep.
nice though because you get the nice lie
Yeah, the lie
and
flat.
Yeah.
And then what's after Ibiza?
After Ibiza,
First class, baby. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're going to Europe, you're flying on first class. Like, come on, let's be real.
I'm doing Croatia.
Love Croatia, bro.
I'm
Oh,
doing-
what's that fucking place called? Sorry.
Croatia, sick, bro.
Yeah.
Havar?
No worries.
DM or whatever.
That's where I'm playing.
Bro, I fucking
Carpe
love
diem.
that
No way,
place.
you been there?
Fucking love that place.
Yeah,
you
what,
can take a boat there.
is it on like an island?
Havar.
Yeah.
it's-
I
It's
would
a
sick.
fucking vibe.
Okay, it is
Yeah.
cool.
Croatia's
Okay.
a hidden gem.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
so dope.
Everyone
Not so hit it anymore. What the feet?
says like Croatia's like the new Ibiza. It's becoming that kind of thing.
I love
that
it.
was
Yeah.
my favorite trip we've ever done.
Yeah, really? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
When is that?
Well, give me some recommendations then. 'Cause
That's
my
the only
first
place
time.
you need to go, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we went there fucking 3 nights in a row.
Oh, really?
Dude, they're just broing out so hard, bro. Broing out so hard. All right. All right, guys. Bing, bam, boom.